Ice wine is essentially a wine that is produced in the wintertime. So traditionally, when you're dealing with a table wine, you harvest it around October when it's still warm outside. Ice wine, we like to leave the grapes on the vines until they freeze completely. So in previous years, that was around December. Now it's about January, February, and it has to be a minimum of -8 degrees outside in order to pick the grapes. So we wait until it gets really cold. Usually nighttime is when it happens, and then we go out into the vineyard and we hand pick all of the grapes, and we report the temperature to the VQA, which is the Vintners Quality Alliance. And so they have to look at the weather report and say it's -8 degrees or colder. Okay, they're good to go. This is an official ice wine. And then the other tricky part is after picking them, you also have to press them while they're frozen. So we bring them into the back production area and we put them through our Europress, which is a big machine that has a balloon, and it just pushes the grapes against the sides to gently squeeze what remaining juice is left. So because they're frozen, almost solid, instead of having a water or juice content that comes out like a table wine, instead you're just getting residual sugar. So all of the water content is quite frozen, and then you're getting a couple drops per grape. So it takes a lot more grapes in your harvest to create a bottle of ice wine. And I'd say something unique about Grizzly Winery is that we offer 4 different ice wines for tasting. So what we do, which is a little bit more rare, is a red ice wine. So typically you'll get like a Riesling ice wine or a white ice wine, but we also do the red ones. And with those, you do have to wait for it to get a lot colder, and it takes a lot more grapes to create one bottle as well. So if you think of 375 milliliter, which is a traditional size of a white ice wine, there's about 25 to 30 pounds of grapes that it takes to create that one bottle of ice wine. Whereas when you get into the red ice wines of that same size, it's about 50 to 55 pounds of grapes. If you haven't had the chance to try it, I'd welcome you to come down. We have happy hour every Friday where we've got live music in our wine lounge. We have a mixologist on site, and he actually creates ice wine cocktails and wine-based cocktails. So it's a fun way to do an ice wine tasting or a wine tasting, or just sit down and drink a cocktail and listen to some really great music.